Welcome to the group, everyone. My name is Ritula Anand, and I'm your moderator for the session. Today, we have amongst us Geet Kalra. Geet graduated from IIT Delhi in 2012, and later on, he went on to work with Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO. Geet basically designs satellites that go into space at ISRO, and he will tell you more about his work in sense. Welcome to the group, Geet. Over to you.
Hi everyone. I hope you can clearly hear my voice. So I'm Geet, as Ritla has quite generously introduced me. Like she said, so I graduated in 2008. I did my mechanical engineering from IIT Delhi, ETech, and since then I have been working with Vikram Sarabhai Space Center of ISRO, and I am currently working for spacecraft structures. That is like the structures that are to be designed for satellites, some small elements here and there. So, I mean, she was quite generous in saying that I design satellites. So that's a very big thing to say. So I'm a very small part of a very large team of very hardworking scientists and engineers who are working all over India. So that's basically my role as of now. Over to you, Ritula.
Okay, Geet. So here is my first question to you. In college, did you spend most of your time studying, or did you devote some time to extracurricular activities too?
Oh, I did study quite a bit in college, though not as much as people would be thinking, considering, I mean, a lot of people come up and say that, oh, you're working with ISRO and all that, you would have studied a lot, but not at all. As in, like, I was actively participating in all sorts of extracurricular activities in college. I used to play uh, football for my hostel team, then I used to, dance for college team. So I did that for 1 year as well. So as in like studying all the time can be really taxing. So you need to relax. You need to explore yourself. You need to develop yourself as an individual. So extracurricular activities I thought were a must. So yeah, I did study, but I had a lot of fun as well.
Geet, how did you get the job offer from ISRO? Was the interview tough?
So we basically have campus placements in our college. So ISRO had come to recruit engineers from our college at that time. So I had to submit my resume. So there was one resume round where they had to shortlist a few candidates from a lot of people who had applied for ISRO. Then, based on the shortlisted candidates, they called. They called the shortlisted candidates for an interview round. And after the interview, they finally selected, I think, two candidates from our batch at that time. Interview was it was not very tough, as in like because they like didn't ask me to solve any equations as such, but it was more about concepts. So they asked basic conceptual questions which were, which are a part of engineering. So it you can say it was tough in a sense that those concepts, are something which you learn very early in your engineering. Like maybe in the first year you would have learned all those things. So it was like a sort of a surprise that okay, they are asking these questions. In that sense, it could be called tough. But let's say you're in the first year and somebody asks you that, you would say that it's not a very tough thing. But I mean, and that the way they ask the questions in the interview actually reflects how you work in real life, as in you have to build up from concepts. So they actually tested whether my concepts were strong or not.
Okay, fair enough. Geet, you're working with ISRO right now, and I'm sure a lot of students here want to know that what next. Have you thought of applying for a master's program?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been thinking of doing a master's of late, and in ISRO we have a special provision where the organization promotes us to go and enhance our knowledge, learn more. We have a sponsored master's program here where we have tie-ups with quite a lot of IITs and IIC Bangalore, other colleges in India, where we can go and do our masters and come back. We also have like a provision to do PhD, so we get small leave for that as well. So the organization promotes that. Plus, it's a very good thing, to keep on enhancing your knowledge, because once you start working, then after a point, you're expected to deliver the product in time, and your speed, the rate at which you learn. it keeps on slowing down after a point because you get used to the things. So you must enhance your knowledge. If you have to develop new things, you have to develop that capability where you can research on a given subject. So for that, you need to know a lot. And today the world is expanding in terms of knowledge. People are inventing new things, and a lot of new developments are taking place. So as in like, it's very important to go for a master's, and yes, I have thought about it. Let's see, maybe in a year or two I might.
Sorry, guys, for the incomplete question. So, Geet, yes, my next question is a little off topic, and I've decided to ask this because I see a lot of people are pursuing MBA after engineering. So, what do you think? Would you like to pursue MBA, and why or why not?
Well, as of now, I do not have any plans of doing an MBA. At least I don't see myself in the near future, uh, trying to do a management degree. As far as people doing it as after engineering is, I think their own choice. As in, like, they would feel the need to do it. As in, like, it's like everybody has different tastes, everybody has different choices. So if they think that's a good path, career path, then it's good for them. Then it's good. I am more interested in technical stuff. So I'd rather go for a technical degree, like a master's, like you asked in one of your previous questions, over a management degree in the future. But I don't think there's anything wrong in that. As in, like, I've heard people say, "Why are you doing a management degree after engineering? That does not make sense. You should pursue the field in which you studied." I don't think like that. I think if you're doing an MBA, it's a good enough choice. So yeah, so do whatever you like is what I feel, and just stick to your decision and have fun with it. That's all.
Geet, you have been working with ISRO for more than 4 years now. So, how would you describe your experience so far?
Oh, it has been a very nice experience so far. I had a few hiccups in the beginning. I took some time to adjust to the new place and the work environment, but I guess everybody has that with a new job and a new place, because I had to shift to Trivandrum from Delhi, and the culture is completely different. It's a new place, and everything is different here. So I think that was the only part which I took some time to adjust to. But as far as the job is concerned, I've really enjoyed, because it's like, you can imagine ISRO as being a very big engineering college in a way, where you can do whatever you want at a very fast rate. So let's say you would have felt the need to make something in college, to design something, a mechanism, let's say, or a project. So things are very slow in college because they have a lot of time, a lot of time is spent in studying for subjects and this and that. But here, finally, you can do all that in a very short time, because works move at a very fast rate here. So as a mechanical engineer, I've had a lot of fun here, because I can research on new things, I can develop new things very fast. People, are very keen on uh, developing new things. So I like all these things. So that's why I've had a lot of fun, and I feel that I will continue to have fun.
Keith, most of the students in this group are from different stages of their engineering degree and, of course, from different disciplines too. So, do you have any piece of advice for them so that they can manage their studies better and also land up with a good job offer after college?
Well, that's a tough one, I'd say. Uh, so as far as giving advice goes, I'd like to say in the beginning that there is no one particular way to do things. There is no one right way to do things. As in, like, I'm saying a very general thing, so you can apply it to your studies or anything else that you are doing. Every person is different, so everybody has their own way of studying. Everybody has their own way of managing time. Uh, so every individual is somewhat different in some special way. So you should try and find out your own path, in the sense that what works for you, what works best for you. As in, like, I mean, you can say you might study for half an hour, then relax for 5 minutes, then study for 1 hour, then relax for 10 minutes. Somebody else might, continuously sit and study for 3 hours, and then have fun for 3 hours, then study for 3 hours again. Somebody might study for one day, have fun for one day. So these things vary from individual to individual. So don't try to copy others. And, like, don't try to do what others are doing if you think they are, successful. You try and think for yourself. Always think what works for you. You try and evaluate yourself as an individual, whether what you're doing is right or wrong. Be aware of yourself always, as in like be conscious of whatever you're doing at any given point in time. As in like you should not feel after a month that you did not know what you did in that last month. You should always keep a check on yourself, what you're doing at that time, where you, as in, like how you're doing things, as far as like studying for engineering goes or you know studying in college goes, because most of the time people just keep on having a lot of fun and then afterwards they realize that they had way too much fun that they should have had. uh, so this plus whenever you're studying, try to focus on the try to get to the core of the problem first before you try and solve the problem in the first place. Try and understand the problem in the best possible way. You try to break it down to smaller units. It's like saying you're trying to climb a staircase and you directly jump to the seventh step. You probably won't be able to do that unless you are a big athlete. Mm, So you have to climb one step at a time. What I've seen people do is that they get a problem and then they try to solve the problem without even first understanding what it is. So it always helps in life. You